Hello there, as my good friend Nick at Only One Kenobi would say, and welcome to Solo Shot First. Today's video, we're just going to be taking a step back in time to have a look at the Tion Medon figure, I believe its name, I believe that's how you pronounce it, from Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. And I've also got behind them 4 of the Utapaun. I think it's Utapaun. I don't know whether the N is pronounced as a as a silent N. I thought it was always a Utapaun warrior. But anyway, so we've got Tion Medon and 4 Utapaun warriors to have a look at. And these, obviously, I'm well aware these figures are going to be sort of not brilliant in terms of articulation, and I'm not really a big collector, certainly, of any of this particular line from Revenge of the Sith. But the reason that I managed to pick these up, and I've had them obviously quite a while, but was just quite simply, and I know I go on it about it quite a lot, but I just like the idea of having a little Utapaun security, or the warriors, if you want to class them as that. And I've got the 4 of them, so to sort of be protecting Tion Medon, and that will look quite nice in a diorama or on a shelf. So in terms of these card backs, I mean, these are obviously all in pretty, not worse for wear condition. I'd say this one here on the far left, as you look at it, the Utapaun warrior is that card is quite badly sort of damaged, and I'm only getting him to stand up quite simply because I've got him leaning against the other 3. But I was never the biggest fan of these. I think like the card backs themselves look quite nice, obviously with that sort of Vader helmet. They just, again, I wouldn't ever be sort of collecting these. If you're a carded collector, this sort of thing just wouldn't overly appeal to me personally. However, they do their purpose and they do look quite nice. But certainly these are all going to be opened and put together, hopefully in some sort of diorama. So we'll just have a quick look on the back of the Tion Medon card. I mean, the one thing that is quite nice on these, yes, it does sort of show you the other figures are sort of part of this wave. So you've got Grievous, obviously the Wookiee warrior, and then you've got R4G9. But the thing I did like about these cards is it does give you a little bit of detail about the character themselves just on there, which I think is a bit of a shame that we don't have that on obviously the vintage collection cards now, instead of all of that legal information. If I'm not going to read all of that out about Tion Medon, but if you want to if you do want to have a look, pause it and blow the video up, and you can have a look. But I mean, certainly inside the bubble, if I just bring that right into focus, I mean, the actual head sculpt is really, really good. If we compare that to, him in the actual film, we'll get that out. I mean, if we compare him to in the film, that head sculpt does look pretty good. But anyway, in terms of the Utapaun warrior in the card back, I'm going to have to apologise about this light. It's a blowy day here in the UK and the sun is shining, but we're having rain and all sorts, so certainly the Utapaun warrior does certainly seem to come with a number of accessories, and we'll have a look at those in a little bit more detail. It looks also like he's got some sort of rock or sort of something to sort of stand on. But anyway, enough of that. Let's free these 5 figures from their packaging, and we'll take a look in a bit more detail. Okay, so here we've got them all freed, just ripped up the packaging. Probably shouldn't have done that, not because I'm not bothered about the packaging, but on the Utapaun warrior, I really had a bit of an issue with these sort of shields. If I bring this one in, just to sort of show you, I'll take it off because it doesn't matter. On the back of these shields, you can see that it's got this plastic and these pieces here, and it doesn't, I don't know whether it's meant to come away or what it's meant to do, because it doesn't seem to really have a best fit. I've just sort of got that pushed in like that. But anyway, if anybody watching this video does actually know about that, please let me know. But I think these actually look pretty good. I mean, in terms of articulation, certainly, well, on all of these figures, they're very, very limited. On the Utapaun warrior, let's bring sort of just move that back out of the way. Sorry. So you've just got like the arms move up and down. You've just got a swivel on what is his right arm. His left arm just moves up and down, which obviously holds the shield. There is a swivel at the waist, but because this bottom piece is like a hard plastic, there's not really much movement. There's no articulation in the knees. So there's literally just like a swivel in the ankle itself. So pretty limited, which I was expecting. So I'm not unhappy about that. This was more sort of to get these for the look. And I think it does look really, really nice. I mean, that Tion Medon figure is really impressive. That is really, really good. And again, his articulation is very limited. He does sort of have a sort of a swivel at the arms, so the arms can go up and down. But again, he's actually just got this swivel from the elbow, which is a real shame because the actual character, the face detail is stunning. And this bottom piece here of his sort of robes is all really, really hard goods. So there's no movement at all in the legs. You can literally just sort of stand him up. But I think he actually looks pretty good. And with the warriors behind him, it looks, yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. I mean, you can pick these figures up really, really cheaply. And if you like to do your army building, then, it's nice. I mean, in terms of the accessories, that I'm having a nightmare with the camera, that you get with these, Tion Medon actually does come with this blaster, which is a bit strange. I don't ever recall him using that in the film. He may well have done, but I don't think so. And the cane. So that's pretty much as it was that certainly with the cane, that's how you see them in the film. And the warriors, they come with that shield that you can see there. Sorry, I really am having a mare with my camera. And I don't know whether you want to class that as an electro staff or some sort of blaster. I'm not quite sure. And some of these are obviously come a little bit bent. Some of them just where they've been in the packaging for so many years. But ultimately, you can just pop those in boiling water and straighten them out. The helmets are removable on these guys. So again, really nice detailing on the head sculpts. The head sculpts on these are superb. Really, really impressive. Just very limited in terms of the articulation, as I said, which I was well aware of. So not bothered about that. But actually having all of these guys together, just in some sort of diorama, or you could probably put. I mean, yes, you can put these anywhere. The other thing that does come with them was in the packaging with the warriors was these. I'm not really quite sure. It's almost like a rock face type lava pit thing. I don't know, not lava, but you know what I mean. It's that sort of rocky area. I'm not the biggest fan of those sort of things, really. I don't think any of these sort of, I don't know, maybe if you've got more than a few, don't know if they can be clipped together. Possibly they can. Let's have a, oh, they can. Look, there you go. So I've got two together there. That's pretty good. So again, I suppose if you want to make some sort of rock formation or whatever, I don't know. So you can put the two. If you get two of these guards or two of these warriors, then you get one of these in each set. So there's obviously 4 warriors there, so you got 2 of those. So not too bad. So overall, as I said, these are really, really cheap as chips figures to pick up, but just good for army building. And listen, Revenge of the Sith wasn't my favourite film at all, but I quite liked these sort of. I like the sort of what was going on Utapaun anyway. So You know, this is all, these are nice little back. Look, at the end of the day, I suppose you can class these as background characters. Said articulation limited, but they do look really, really good. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are new to the channel and you want to subscribe, please do. There'll be more videos coming shortly. If you've got any questions or any comments, please leave them in the comments section and I'll come back to you as soon as possible. And yeah, I mean, if anybody does actually know about those shields, the best way to sort of to actually display them, please let me know, because that would be really useful. But as I said, anyway, that's it for today. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.